Hey everyone, in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you how to make these beautiful stud posts earrings using 3mm rondelle crystals and 2mm. This is a great stash buster. If you have less amount of beads, these are a great way to use them. So for the project you will need 24 3mm. Just a second, let me zoom in. 24 3mm rondelle crystals. You need 12 for one side, 8 3mm rondelle crystals, 4 for one side, around 2 grams of 11O seed beads. Here I'm using the Mayuki round seed bead size 11 in Duracoat galvanized silver, and 6mm round posts back, and of course needle and thread of your choice. So without wasting much time, let's get started. You're going to pick up 4 11O seed beads to the end of your thread and tie a knot. A couple of good half-inch knots in this way. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my needle, pass through one of the seed beads in order to secure my knot. Now I'm going to pick up a 11O, go through the next 11O, pick up an 11, go through the next 11O, pick up an 11, go through the next 11O, and 11O. Now here I'm going to go through the next 11O and also the 11O that we added in our second row. Go one by one. See, I'm going to now go through the first one that I added in my second row in this way. Now I'm going to pick up 3 11Os, go through the bead that we added in the second row, 3 11Os, going through the next one, 3 11s into the next one. I like to call them corner beads because these are the ones that make the corner. Picking up 3 11Os, going through the corner bead, and I'm also going to go through the next 2 beads or to come out of the next corner bead in this way. Alright, once you're done here, I'm going to pick up an 11O, a 3mm, and an 11O, and I'm going to go through the next corner bead, if you understand what I'm saying. exactly in this way. Again 11, 3 millimeter, 11, go through the next corner bead, 11, 3 millimeter, 11, go through the next corner bead, 11, 3 millimeter, 11, go through the corner bead and just stay there. I'm not going to go through any step up or anything, just stay there and pull. When you pull here, you feel that the beads just normally they form into a cup shape, and that's what we want. Here I'm going to take my post and I'm going to put it into the middle of my beadwork in this way, and then at this point here I can just trim off my tail thread right here. Just a second. Yeah. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working further. So just a second, guys. So now that you're done with the tail thread, I'm going to take my needle. My thread is coming out of a corner bead. Now I'm going to go through and step up into the seed bead and the 3 millimeter. So my thread needs to come out of the 3 millimeter. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to pick up a 2 millimeter, go through the crystal or the 3 millimeter and pull. Pick up a 2 millimeter, go through the 3 millimeter. If you don't have a 2 millimeter, you can always use an 8/0. So what I'm doing is I'm putting a 2 millimeter in between my 3 millimeters. In that way. Pull tight. Step up into a 3 millimeter. Now I'm going to pick up an 11/0, go into the next 2 mm, pick up an 11, go through the 2 millimeter. Now what I'm doing is I'm putting an 11/0 in between my 2 millimeters so that I can close my work in this way. Once you're done with adding all the 11/0s, go through all of the 11/0s in this way and just close the circle. Reinforces 2 to 3 times. in this way. Just press on the work. Press your fingers on the work in this way. And now the middle portion of my earring is done. Some people like to wear it this way. If you want, you can just keep it this way. This is a really tall, small, teeny mini earring post. But I'm going to do some embellishments. So let's get started with that. So my thread is now coming out of the middle 11-0. I'm going to go into a 2mm. And the next into 1 and 2 of the next 11. So I'm again coming out of the corner bead. Once you're out of a corner bead in this way, I'm going to pick up an 11-0, a 4mm, sorry, a 3mm. I'm going to corner bead from where my beadwork is coming out of. If you can understand what I'm trying to say, I hope I'm making sense. Again, 11, 3mm, the corner bead, millimeter, 11, and into the bead from here. Now, beautiful. So now my thread is coming out of this seed bead. I'm going to go into the next 3 beads, that is the 11 and the 3mm and the 11, and I'm going to pull. Now I'm going to pick up a 3mm, go through the next set of 11, 3mm and 11, pick up a 3mm, go through the next set of 11, 3mm and 11, pick up a 3mm, go through the next 3 beads, pick up a 3mm and go through the last set of beads. Alright, now once you're done with the earring, you're going to reinforce your work 2-3 times, and then you're going to fasten off your thread, and I'll meet you at the end. So here you are, guys. This is how the earrings turned out. So I hope that the video was clear and helpful, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.